86-64 victory for men's basketball on Wednesday the 10th as they dominated the Duquesne Dukes. Broncos moved to 7-3 on the season after the dominant 22-point win. Duquesne dropped to 6-4, recording this on December 12th. The Broncos took a 15-point lead going to halftime, win the first half 45-30, and they won the second half 34-41. One of the key themes is that, again, Broncos held Duquesne to only 64 points, and as mentioned in the little preview episode of this game, Duquesne went to this game averaging 87 points a game, so Broncos held Duquesne to less to 23 points under their average on the season going into this game. There were 9,373 fans in attendance. Looking at the player stats, Jacob Nikas played 32 minutes with 6 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 1 for 3, had 1 offense with 9 total boards, 3 fouls, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 2 block shots, and 13 points, so he almost had a double-double for Duquesne. At 3, Jamie Williams played 23 minutes, 3 assists from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3-point range, and 4 of 5 for charity stripe, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, and 11 points scored. John Higley IV, 21 minutes as a starter, 5 assists from the floor, 0 for 2 for 3, 1 of 2 for charity stripe, 1 offensive, 2 total boards, 2 fouls, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 11 points. Number 1, Terrence Guignard played 31 minutes, was 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 for 3, and 1 of 2 for charity stripe at 3 boards, 2 fouls, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and only 1 point scored. And number 5, Cameron Crawford, 13 minutes as a starter, 0 for 5 from the floor, 0 for 2 for 3, 1 foul. So their starters combined for 36 of their 64 points came from their starters. First off the bench for them was number 4, D4, Jake DeMichel. 14 minutes on the floor, 4 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 for 3, 2 of 3 for charity stripe, 1 board, nearly fouled out, had 4 fouls, 1 block shot, and scored 8 points. Number 7, Dom Akins, 16 minutes, 2 of 7 from the floor, 0 for 3 from 3, 1 of 2 for charity stripe, 1 board, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, and only 5 points scored. Number 2, David Dixon, 18 minutes, 1 of 3 from the floor, 0 for 3, 3 boards, 1 foul, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals, and 2 points scored. Number 6, Alex Williams, 9 minutes, 2 for 2 for charity stripe, 1 foul, 1 assist, and 2 points. In the garbage time, number 18, Stefan Busel, saw 2 minutes as well, had 1 offensive, 2 total boards, 2 total boards. As a team, they only had 6 offensive, 29 total boards. They committed 18 fouls, 10 assists, 11 turnovers, 6 blocks. The Broncos blocked 6 Broncos shots, had 2 steals. In the first half, they were 12 of 30 from the floor for 40%, 2 of 13 from 3-point range for 15.4%, 4 of 7 from charity stripe for 57.1%. They were shooting toward us in Section 12, and we made them miss 3 free throws in the first half, which was pretty dang good. Getting helped to just over 50% on the charity stripe when they're shooting toward us. In the second half, they're 12 of 28 from the floor for 42.9%, 3 of 12 from 3-point range for 25%, and they're shooting toward the crowd. They were 7 of 11 for 63.6%. Overall, they shot 24 of 58 for 41.4%, 5 of 25 from 3-point range for 20%, and 11 of 18 from charity stripe for 61.1%. So again, this Duquesne team came in as pretty good shooting team. Again, it had to be that to be able to score nearly 87 points a game. And yet, we held to only 64 points. And we only allowed them to shoot 20% for 3-point range. So that is pretty huge. They had 36 points of paint, 6 points off our turnovers, which is impressive. That we held them to only 6 points, essentially just 3 2-pointers, essentially, off of our turnovers. They had 9 second chance points, 6 points off the fast break, 28 points at the bench. They tied the score early. Well, there was one tie in the game, but they never had a lead. For the Broncos, Drew Fielder played 21 minutes as a starter, was 8 of 13 from the floor, perfect 2 of 2 from 3-point range, and perfect 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. Had 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals. He scored a game high 23 points. Well, no. Correction, second best 23 points in the game. Javon Buchanan saw 26 minutes. He was 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 for 3, 5 of 6 with charity stripe, had 2 boards, 1 foul, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 15 points scored. Ender Meadow, 25 minutes, was 2 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 3 from 3-point range, 2 of 2 from charity stripe, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and only 8 points scored. We'd love to see him shooting the ball a little more and him to be in double digits as well. Dylan Andrews, 28 minutes. It was a real cool day for him shooting wise. 0 for 8 overall, 0 for 1 for 3, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals. RJ Keene, 21 minutes, 0 for 1, which was a 3-point attempt, 6 boards, 3 fouls, 3 assists, 1 steal. This was a peanut Carmichael game because in 23 minutes off the bench, he was 10 of 13 from the floor, a blistering 6 of 8 from 3-point range, 1 offensive, 6 total boards. He did get whistled for 3 fouls, but he scored a career-high 26 points in this game, 19 of which were in the first half, which was really impressive to see him have this game. Hopefully he can have similar games going forward. We got an impressive game by Peanut Carmichael in this one. Spencer Arons off the bench played 16 minutes. He was 2 of 4 from the floor, 0 from 3, 2 of 2 from charity stripe, and a 6-point score. Dominic Pearson in 15 minutes of action was 1 of 2 from the floor, 1 of 1 from charity stripe, 1 offensive, 4 total boards, 4 fouls, and a turnover, and only 3 points scored. We'd love to see him have some more shots and to be scoring more and fouling less. AJ Neto played 20 minutes. He was 0 for 3 from the floor, 0 for 2 for 3, but he converted on both free throw attempts. He had 4 boards, 3 fouls, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and only 2 points scored. Since the game got out of hand in the second half, Broncos were able to go to their deep bench. Rajon Burgesson played a minute, and he was 1 from the floor with a foul and 2 points, which is pretty dang cool, since he is the son of Roberto Burgesson, and now Rajon and Berto are the first father-son combo to have scored for the Broncos, I believe, in program history. So that is pretty damn cool to have Rajon come to this game and get his first bucket of points at the NCAA Division I level, and for Boise State with his dad on the Boise State bench as an assistant coach. So yeah, that was pretty dang cool to see in person, and really proud of Rajon for that. I'm really happy for him as well. Ethan Lathan played a minute as well. He was 1 of 2 from charity stripe for 1 point. Bon Phoam played 2 minutes. He had a board and a foul. And Brent Ramirez played a minute as well in this game, and he didn't have any stats. Broncos had 8 offensive boards, 38 total boards, committed 18 fouls as a team, 16 assists on our 28 made field goals. Only turned the ball over 8 times, and we stole the ball 6 times. In the first half, the Broncos were 16 of 33 for nearly 49% from the floor, 8 of 13 for nearly 62% for 3, and 5 of 6 from charity stripe for 83%. Second half, Broncos were still pretty hot from the floor, 12 of 27 for 44%, 4 of 8 for 50% for 3-point range, and 13 of 14 for 93%. And then overall, the Broncos were 28 of 60 for 47% from the floor, 12 of 21 for 57% from 3-point range, which is probably their best shooting percentage for a game this season in terms of 3-point range. In terms of 3-point shooting. Hopefully, this is a sign of things to come for this team. Because they want to make a lot of noise, make the NCAA tournament, win the conference. You're going to need to be able to shoot from 3 like that to be able to hit 50% or more from 3-point range. Well, more 40%, but still, to make over 10 threes is really damn good. And to make over 50% of 3-point shooting, you're going to win more games than you're going to lose when you're doing that. But for charity stripe, they're 18 of 20 for 90% on the game from charity stripe. Broncos scored 28 points in the paint, 9 points off of Duquesne turnovers, 12 second chance points, 18 fast break points, and 40 points from our bench. It's really dang good. In terms of per half, 4 points off turnovers. Duquesne had 4 and 2. Broncos had 3 and 6. Second chance points per half. Duquesne 3 and 6. Broncos 6 each half. Again, Duquesne had 9.6 total points off our turnovers. We had 9 points off their turnovers. Duquesne had 9 total second chance points. Broncos with 12. Bench points. Duquesne had 9 in the first half, 19 in the second for 28 total. Broncos 21 in the first half and tied Duquesne in the second half for bench points for a total for 19 for a total of 40. Again, the only stat that the Broncos didn't lead in was points of paint. Duquesne had 20 in first half, second and second for 36 total. Broncos had 12 paint points in first half, 16 to 6 for 28 total. Duquesne had 2 fast break points in first half, 4 and second for 6. Broncos had 9 fast break points in each half for 18 total. Duquesne had 4 old boards in first half, 2 and second for 6 total. Broncos had 4 old boards in each half for 8. In terms of rebounds, Duquesne had 16 in the first half, 13 second for 29 total. Broncos had 19 boards in each half for 38. So again, another second game in a row, at least, against a Division I opponent where the Broncos won the battle of the boards. This one by nearly double digits. Duquesne had 3 blocks in each half. Broncos didn't record a block shot in this game. Duquesne had their 2 lone steals in first half. Broncos had 2 steals in first half, 4 in the second for 6 total. Duquesne had 4 assists in first half, 6 in second for 10. Broncos had 9 and 7 for 16. Duquesne turned the ball over 6 times in first half, 5 in the second for 11 total. Broncos 3 first half turnovers, 5 in the second, 8 total. Duquesne was whistled for 6 fouls in first half, 12 in the second for 18 total. Broncos 8 fouls whistled for in the first half, 10 in the second for 18. So again, a real good victory at home for the Broncos. And going into today, Duquesne dropped to 194th in the net rankings, whereas Boise State right now is 44th in the net rankings. And for KenPom, Duquesne dropped to 146th. And Boise State is 44th. Actually, may want to no, it says 2 games December 11th. So yep, yeah. So Broncos are 44th in each net and the KenPom. So we're getting closer. Note Bella right now is 43rd in the net, so that's still a really good win for the Broncos. So Broncos are now again 7-3 on the season, and on Sunday they will be taking on St. Mary's in Idaho Falls in a massive non-con neutral site game. I'll preview that in a few minutes. We're gonna get some laundry going. and I only have a few minutes left before, like 5 minutes left. So I'll probably recap the women's game, then preview the football game, then I'll do more previews and stuff. So, yep. So again, a dominant win at home for the Broncos as they get ready to take on St. Mary's on Sunday in a neutral site game at Idaho Falls. So with that said, go Broncos.